ForaTV. The world is thinking.
I'm sure you saw Malcolm Gladwell in his interview, his review in the New Yorker. He makes the example of YouTube and Google, and how they're just giving away this bandwidth, and that's great. But with 75 bajillion people uploading things, close enough to be free still adds up to real money.
I believe he suggests that YouTube would qualify for TARP funds.
Yes.
He's a very good writer. He's a smart guy. Completely wrong.
I'm shocked.
My colleague, by the way, I need to disclose this. New Yorker is my sister publication. To Condé Nast, he's my colleague. I have huge respect. I wish someday I could be the kind of writer he is. But he knows nothing about YouTube. I was at Google last week. Let us count the errors. First of all, nobody knows how much YouTube, by the way, is a subsidiary of Google, for those of you who don't know. Nobody knows how much YouTube loses. It does lose money. I'll get to that in a minute. But it does lose money. But these speculation about the hundreds of billions of dollars. Google, this is a little wonky, but indulge me. Google doesn't buy bandwidth retail. They buy dark fiber. Google owns a good fraction of the internet. They're not paying Comcast, their ISP. Google has server farms that make the River Rouge plant look small. We don't understand the scale at which they work. Their costs are nothing like what Malcolm said. He's off by like an order of magnitude. Second point, Google makes money from YouTube. YouTube doesn't have to make money. Google makes money from YouTube because what Google has like 300 services, of which maybe 290 are free. What Google wants you to do is exactly as you said at the beginning. What Google wants you to do is to use the internet. And the more you use the internet, the more you will leave traces of information. Your actions let Google make more money by selling ads. The attachment to the Google network will ultimately benefit Google. And whether it's that you switch from YouTube to one of the other services they monetize, or whether the information between the videos you upload and the videos you watch allow Google to create smarter businesses elsewhere, they will extract money. In economics, this is called a complement. You give away the mustard for free to make the hot dog more attractive. No one says that mustard sachets qualify for TARP funds because they understand it's a bigger business here. It's the hot dog business. Last point. YouTube is 5 years old. YouTube has acquired a network television-sized audience. Never in human history, or never in the history of advertising, same thing really, have advertisers not found a way to follow the herd, to follow the audience. When we invented the car, advertisers very quickly invented the billboard. As we moved to television, advertisers quickly understood that that maybe that static picture could be a moving picture. It took them a little while to get that static picture to move. We will, as the audience has moved to YouTube, we will find a way to move to video advertising to YouTube as well. The reason that we can't just take television advertising and put it on YouTube is because television advertising is mass to mass. Coke ad against American Idol. Okay. What do you put against a cat video? What do you put against my favorite soldering tutorial? Coke ad against soldering tutorial, not such a good fit. How do we make video ads that are as granular as YouTube is? It'll take us a while. We'll get there.